Okay, well done. Thank you, boys. Today's a big day. We're very excited, but we're also excited to recognize some students who have been working really hard this last trimester. So we're going to start with kindergarten.
Good morning, everybody. Mrs. Murphy wasn't able to join us today, but she very much had a hand in picking these awards, and she is just as proud of these three friends as I am. So Mrs. Murphy and I were thinking of what we wanted to celebrate in kindergarten at this flag salute, and we wanted to give some special attention to the friends who did an amazing job on their written and illustrated projects. We've been waiting for a while to give those friends a shout out because a couple months ago they did an amazing job working super hard on their written and illustrated, and we are very proud of the way that their books turned out, and we can't wait to get them back and get them home to the parents. So our first friend with the written and illustrated award is Philip. So Philip's award is the Amazing Author Award. What me and Mrs. Murphy liked about Philip's work was that he took a subject he is very passionate about, dinosaurs and weather, and he made an incredible one-of-a-kind story. He's very thoughtful with his words and with his illustrations, and I don't think I've ever seen you more focused, more hardworking, and more productive than you were on this project. You did your best work, and it really shows in the finished product. So good job, Philip. Super proud of you. Our next friend with the written and illustrated award is Vivian. Vivian's written and illustrated award is the Awesome Artwork Award. Vivian is really taking her time with her illustrations. She did lots of drafts. She did not stop until it was absolutely perfect, and her illustrations are beautiful. So we're very proud of how hard she worked on her book as well, and can't wait for everyone to get to see it when it's in the library. Good job, Vivian. And our last friend with a written and illustrated award is Theo. And while we are proud of all of these awards, what's special about Theo's award is he has the Incredible Imagination Award. What I liked about Theo's story was that he really expanded his imagination and creativity and pushed it to the limits to create a story that is truly one of a kind, and I cannot stop talking about it to my friends and family. I think it is an amazing story. I think it'd make a wonderful movie. I want you to keep using your imagination, Theo, because it is awesome. So good job, kindergartners.
Okay, our first award today is going to go to Taylor. Taylor, Taylor, Mrs. Sykes and I wanted to give you the Active Participant Award. Here, there you go. All right. We have been so proud of you. You have worked so hard at holding in your thinking during our classroom discussion time. And you have started raising a hand when you are ready to share your thoughts. And the thoughts that are coming out are things that you have really been thinking about and really deep thinking about what you are saying. And we have really loved the maturity that we have seen with you these days. And we want you just to continue practicing that. Good job, Taylor. Okay? And the next award is Madeline. This award, Mrs. Sykes and Mrs. Poynan wanted me to give this to you for the Super Reader Award. They have been so thrilled with how hard you have been working on your reading, that you have really started paying attention to your punctuation, and that you are reading with expression and fluency. They have noticed how hard you have been working this year in first grade and are just so very proud of you. So congratulations.
Good morning, Del Mar Pines. Happy Spring Sing. Happy Friday. Oh, what a great day. All right. So Mrs. Colley and I, we have three friends to talk about today, and I would like Chloe L. to come on down. Mrs. Colley and I want to recognize you this morning for just really shining bright through adversity. So Chloe broke her arm several weeks ago and didn't miss a beat. She came back to school with quite a large cast on her arm, her dominant writing hand, and said, that's okay, I've got this. I can write left-handed, I can do anything that I need to do to continue to learn and grow as a second grader, and you have just found a way every time that you needed to think outside the box. And we've talked about how now you're coming out of this, you're going to be ambidextrous, right? Do you remember what that means?
I write with my both hands.
You can do even more than just writing with both hands. You can do everything with both hands, which is such a gift. And we're so, so proud of your perseverance and your tenacity and how you've just had a go-get-it attitude. So well done, Chloe. All right, Jared, you come on down. Jared, you have nailed it as an enthusiastic learner, student, and friend. And Mrs. Colley and I are so, so proud of you. We love what you have to share every day through class discussions and your learning. And this week, Mrs. Bave actually approached us after school and said, I have a story that I need to tell you about Jared. And she shared with us how one day in aftercare, Jared decided on his own to just go around and make sure all of the trash was picked up off the ground. He grabbed a broom and he swept out the boys' bathroom and he said, you know, I don't think that Mr. Jose should have to do this all on his own. And I want to make sure that I'm helping him and just taking pride in the school, in the place where you spend so much time. And your enthusiasm in all areas of your day just really, really comes through. So well done, Jared.
Francis, could you come up, please? Francis, do you have any idea how much I love watching you work during math? I love watching you work, and I love grading your problem sets because you put so much effort into it. Your award says to Francis for never giving up, and when problems get hard, you dig in deeper. He shows so much determination and grit in finding solutions, and we could not be more proud of you. Well done, Francis.
Good morning. First off, I want to congratulate all the third graders. You guys have really stepped it up this week and worked hard, so hard on Spring Sing, and I'm very proud of each of you. So thank you for your hard work, and I can't wait to see you guys on stage tonight. And for awards, I'm only acknowledging one student today, and this student, last week I was having a conversation with Miss Cox, who teaches math in third grade with me, and this student's name came up. And then this week, I was talking with Mrs. Fritz, and this student's name again came up. So I wanted to acknowledge that one student, and that is Yvonne. So Yvonne, this is the Love of Learning Award. When I was having both of these conversations and your name came up, I want to share some of the thoughts that the other teachers had on you. Mrs. Cox said that you are focused and always eager to learn in math, and she said that you've done an amazing job on your current fractions module, and that you're always eager to participate and that you love to share your math thinking. And then this week when I was talking to Miss Fritz, she said the same thing with hands-on science. She said that you show great interest and that you're always adding thoughtful comments and asking interesting questions that really help the classroom discussions. And I couldn't agree with both of those teachers more. So we just wanted to give you the love of learning and say that we're so proud of you. So congratulations to
All right, well, in fourth grade today, we have 4 students that we'd like to acknowledge. And the first student I'd like to call up is a student that Mrs. Bave would like to recognize for her great work in math, and that is Kimia. Come on up here. Kimya, you're receiving the Attitude and Perseverance in Mathematics Award, and I'll give it to you in a second because I want to read Mrs. Bave's words about you. Mrs. Bave says that near the end of this school year, I would like to recognize a student who has impressed me throughout the year, both with her demeanor in the classroom and her attitude towards her work. In class, Kimya is always well-behaved, attentive and focused, helpful and kind. What I admire the most about her is how she faces difficult and challenging work with a smile on her face. Never complaining or being disheartened, just always determined to give her absolute personal best to every task. She reminds me that when we are faced with difficulties or simply overwhelmed by the tasks in front of us, how wonderfully satisfying it is to tackle our work with the determination to give it our very best. It has been an honor to teach this talented student, and I am certain her positive attitude will always bring her success. Congratulations, Kimya. The second student I'd like to recognize today is a student in my math group, and that is Asher. Asher, come on up. Asher is receiving the Outstanding Attitude and Hard Work Award, and it's not just for math work, it's all around. Asher, one of my favorite lines that Asher says frequently is, "Sounds good to me." And anytime I ask him to do work, anytime I ask him to do something, even if it's something he's not crazy about, Asher never ever complains. He always approaches his work with a fantastic attitude, and anytime I ask him to do a little bit more, he always does a little bit more. I just think it's such a great way to approach work, and it's infectious. It helps all of the other students get out of any kind of complaining habits too, and I really appreciate that. You've done that all year long, so thank you, Asher, and great work. The next student I would like to call up is Mr. Caden. Come on up here, Caden. Caden is receiving the Amazing Academic Habits Award, and this student has impressed me all year long with his academic habits. When we are in a lesson, Caden is 100% focused every single time. He is listening to his classmates, he is participating, raising his hand, and it never ever fails. The other thing I noticed about Caden is that his habits outside of school are outstanding too. He is such an organized boy. He keeps such great track of his responsibilities, and even when we have a project that's due a few weeks ahead of time, he makes sure he chips away at it. He never waits till the last minute. And I just know that those habits are going to serve Caden really, really well in the future. So congratulations, Caden. And the last student I would like to call up today is Jack. Come on up here, Jack. Jack is receiving the Citizen, Friend, and Mathematician Award. And anyone in 4th grade can testify to the fact that Jack is always there to help. He is always there for his friends, he's always willing to help them, and he does it so humbly, never takes any credit. Watching Jack at work in technology class is a marvel. He silently goes around helping all of his friends figure out little issues that they're having, and he never loses track of his own work. And it's just amazing. It's no surprise, Jack, that everyone loves to work with you. And I would like to also talk about your math work, Jack, because over the course of this year, your math work has just gotten better and better and better. And I am so impressed with all of your determination, all of your hard work, and so congratulations on all fronts. We appreciate you greatly.
Good morning. All right, we made it to Friday. It's going to be a great day. I
have a couple of fifth graders I would love to acknowledge today, and the first one is Cameron McLaurin. So Cameron is an impressive boy. He impresses me in a couple of ways. The first way he impresses me is he is very intuitive with math, and he's got some mad mathematical skills. He is very focused during lessons, and he just gets right on his work independently. He likes to do it himself. He rarely asks for help. I check in just to see, but he's working systematically through every problem. It doesn't matter if it's one step or four, he's going to patiently work his way through, and I just love that about him. But more than his math skills impress me, Cameron just impresses me as a person. He's honest, he's kind, and he just has an awesome attitude. And that's actually what his award is for. It's an awesome attitude. He arrives every day with a smile. No matter what we do in class, he is smiling and he's getting right down to work. Just looking at him brings a smile to my heart. And I think he's a wonderful example to his classmates. And it is just an incredible pleasure to have him in class. So thank you, Cameron, for being so great. And the next student I'd like to call up is Spencer. Spencer also impresses me in a couple of ways. So the first way is academic, and I just love that we work on literary devices, as I'm sure most of the classes do. And Spencer just has a special knack for detecting every and any literary device, and he very quietly kind of just like calls it out every time he spots one, whether it's in something that we read or even in conversation. And I just love that he's always looking for those and he's always interested. So thank you, Spencer, for doing that for us. But the other element about Spencer that I just love is Spencer is fun. Spencer is always having a smile on his face, and he just brings like exuberance and excitement to the classroom. And it is really fun to be in a classroom with somebody that's excited to learn. And so I really appreciate that you are so exuberant every day, Spencer. Thank you for bringing fun to our classroom. I appreciate it.
It's so fun to see everybody out here again in our old flag salute style. Yes, happy Friday. So today I have a student I'd like to call up to start with, and that student is Daniel. You look surprised. So Daniel, in class we talk all the time about how hard it is when we are writing, especially really big essays. After you think you're done, you have to go back and edit and revise and change and sometimes throw out things that you spent a lot of time on. And that's like the hardest part of writing a big essay, is being willing to let go of something that you thought really worked. And with our last essay, you really impressed me, because we sat together and had a lot of discussion, and you were incredibly flexible and open-minded, amazing traits to have, to discuss what you had written. And you went back and had to do a lot of revisions and working through your essay, and you did that all by yourself, and you created the most top-notch piece of work that you should be incredibly proud of, because I sure was. And like I said, that takes a lot of willingness to do that sort of thing, and to have that flexibility and open-mindedness to do so. So congratulations. That kind of thing is going to really help you out as you go through the rest of your education. Congratulations. My next recognition goes to Sequoia. So Sequoia, you are receiving this recognition for your incredibly positive attitude and how does that look? And your kindness to others. I have to say that I don't know that I've ever known another sixth grader who is so ready to step up to the plate, not only to help all of the adults on campus, but goes around and interacts and is kind to every student, no matter who they are or what grade they're in. That is pretty incredible, that you are willing to do that and to share kindness and friendliness and help everyone to feel accepted and a part of our community. Those are character traits that just come naturally to you. And you should feel so good about that, because those are the kinds of traits that are going to get you through life and make you shine no matter where you go. So congratulations, and thank you so much for always being that kind of student and person for us.
Wow, I love hearing about how hard all of our students are working. That's really fabulous. Now, everybody stand up because it's time for Coach Fortin. Come on up.
I love it. We need that electric energy tonight, so let's kick it off right now, right? Are you guys ready? All right. Athletes of the Month for the month of April. Remember, these students show exemplary sportsmanship, effort, teamwork, amongst other attributes. And let's start with kindergarten. This student, you won't find a more pure smile and enthusiastic attitude daily. She's truly the sunshine in our classes, and you're about to see her smile. And that is Miss Joey. Ooh, I like it today. I like it. I feel the energy today. All right, here we go. Let's keep that going. Drum roll for first grade. This student genuinely cares about her classmates, is one of the first to assist if an injury happens or a need arises, and that's Miss Avery. I love it today. All right, let's keep that drum roll going for second grade. Regardless of what sport or activity we're doing, I can count on the student to give every ounce of effort to acquire the skills for the day, and that is Miss Lana. A subtle smile. Here we go. All right, keep that drum roll going. This student for third grade is authentic to the core, knows their identity, and as a result, students just gravitate towards her. She has a quiet resilience as well, and that's Miss Julia. Ooh, we got a little high pitch on that one. Keep it going for fourth grade. Here we go, drum roll. This student pursues more than is given in class to excel the skills outside of class, and I love that. And that is Mr. Neal. Making his way through the crowd. All right, keep it going for fifth grade. Students just naturally follow this student, as he never boasts about his accomplishments, but rather shows all the attributes above expectations, and others naturally follow, and that's Mr. Cumrall. All right, keep it going. Come on, same energy for the last class, sixth grade. Another student who just goes out and displays his work ethic on the field, and he works well with anyone, and that's Mr. Isaac. Come on. Come on. All right, give it up for rest of the month and go get your award. Let's keep it going all the rest of the year.
All right, I love the enthusiasm I'm seeing today. We do need to keep that going for tonight. Parents, we will see you all at 5 o'clock. Parents can come on. I hear there's probably going to be some tailgating in the parking lot before that, so parents will be lining up in the parking lot. Students who are here for aftercare will just be here in their classrooms at 5. Any students going home, parents need to bring them back by 5 or right at 5 o'clock to be able to get ready. So it's going to be a fun evening. Look forward to seeing all of you, and let's have a fabulous day. Thank you all for coming.